evening, folks. How's it going? You know, I do a lot of ranting and raving on a lot of different subjects, but I think I've seemed to be, making the mistake that a lot of ranters do. A lot of ranters, they just, focus on a lot of the negative stuff, but I chose today to think about some of the things that I enjoy. So I'm leaving the Grumpy Janitor alone for right now, and I'm going to talk about something that I like. While we're on the subject of holidays, I decided to talk about St. Patrick's Day and why I like that holiday as opposed to St. Valentine's Day, or as I like to call it, Love Sucks Day. Now, as to my rant 2 days ago, when all this Valentine BS was going on, I'm not taking it down. You probably should have figured it out if you watched the video by the time you clicked on it, that it probably wasn't for the faint of heart, or if you watched any of my other videos, it wasn't for the faint of heart. But I think today I'll just be just a little bit nicer and leave the Grumpy Janitor persona, alone for right now. Talk about something I like, just for a change. Today, I'm going to talk about St. Patrick's Day and the experiences I've had with it and what we do down here in South Carolina. First of all, you have to know that St. Patrick was, of course, the patron saint of Ireland, and the color, of course, is green, and there's a lot of history behind that. Perhaps he was martyred just like Valentine of Rome and Valentine of Tournai. Those two that but I don't know who came up with St. Patrick's Day. I should have done a little bit more research before I turned on the camera, but if anybody's watching this right now, if you could please, just fill me in. But I like St. Patrick's Day as an observer. I'm going to give you an observer's point of view on what St. Patrick's Day means to me. St. Patrick's Day, it just means having fun with your friends and going out, and I guess if you're not of Irish descent, apparently I'm not, but if you're not of Irish descent, it doesn't really matter, because I guess just for that day right there, you can break like an Irishman, and you can, wear green and go to these different parties, and, But the thing I like most about it is, well, I don't drink, but I like observing, those college frat boys. These college frat boys, they just find any old excuse to party, because, we're not really that far from the University of South Carolina, and we're just only a little bit far from Newberry College and South Carolina State University. I like these frat boys. Drinking can leave you a little bit while disoriented. It'll leave you with a relaxed feeling most of the time, unless, of course, you have this little negative energy building up in you. Of course, the reason I don't drink is I might, end up fighting somebody. As you saw from my last video, I was just going off free-floating hostility. Just thank God I wasn't drunk. I don't feel like I cursed that much in my last video, honest to tell you the truth. But hey, people just can't take it. I can't really blame them for that. But the reason why I like St. Patrick's Day is, of course, it's funny, but seeing frat boys, just duke it out. Not just the frat boys, but anybody who's, likes to go out drinking on St. Patrick's Day. Anybody who likes, just having fun on St. Patrick's Day, just going out to these parties and drinking everything up under the table. Drinking a whole bunch of people up under the table, as the expression goes. It's crazy. And after that, people just get into like these kind of arguments and whatnot, and they just I mean, it happens a lot over there in Columbia, South Carolina, down in the area that they like to call 5 Points, which isn't too far from the university. Of course, I'm in here in Lexington, but I don't know. I just like seeing, you know, people just partying and having a good time, and but a lot of times the cops are calling, you know, people actually get hurt. And I don't know, it's just, you know, with drinking, it takes, you know, the performance of fighting away from you. When you're drunken, you can hardly see it right in front of your face, but at the same time, it increases the urge to fight. I just like to sit back and observe that. Not because I'm, you know, some type of sadomasochist, but I guess it's people acting dumb that, you know. Well, you ought to search for like St. Patrick's videos, you know, and there's another pageantry that goes along with it. I mean, a lot of people that came here are Irish. A lot of people, you know, they brought St. Patrick's Day over here, and in 5 Points area, I guess that's where the most congestion of Irish American people were at that point in time when they, you know, went over there, you know, and I think the area is also called Shandon. If I'm not mistaken, and you know, but I just like the pageantry of it, you know. There have been parades, there have been, you know, numerous parties. Valentine's Day, you just don't get that. Valentine's Day, you just feel obligated to take your mate over to this restaurant where, you know, or this, you know, hotel or restaurant or what have you. You just feel obligated to spend time with the one you love, when you can do that any time of the year. You know, I mean, there shouldn't be any holiday, you know, special set for like lovers. Lovers should celebrate their anniversary, or maybe their, you know, or let's let lovers celebrate their anniversary. You know, they've already got their anniversary to worry about. They don't need the holiday to celebrate it in. I mean, the banks aren't closed. Like I said in my last rant. I said a lot of things in my last rant that I have to repeat right now, but I think I'll just be a little nicer. Because a lot of people couldn't take my last rant, because it was free-floating hostility. And I said I was done with ranting about Valentine's Day. A lot of people didn't get that. Those who watched the video. I think I like St. Patrick's Day more than Valentine's Day. With me, is people just, you know, getting drunk and acting a fool, and they set aside a day. They set aside a day for that. A lot of people just do that any time. But I think we should celebrate, you know, Ireland. I think we should, you know, celebrate, you know, like with Martin Luther King Day, we celebrate, you know, the spirit of Martin Luther King and racial equality. You know, I also think we should have a holiday for Malcolm X if we're going to do that. Even though he was a bit of a militant and a bit of a black separatist in the beginning, you know, he kind of recanted his ways, and he was as big of an icon and an influence on my life as Martin Luther King was. There's a lot of influential black leaders that don't get the holidays. Some of them, they probably did a lot more for the community than what Martin Luther King did. But don't get me wrong, I love Martin Luther King. Believe me, him and Malcolm X are tied as my biggest influences on the way I live my life. I think you should have a holiday for Malcolm if you're gonna have a holiday for Martin Luther King. But getting back to St. Patrick's Day, I don't see how Valentine's Day can, you know, compare to St. Patrick's Day. While I don't feel obligated, and no one ever feels obligated to celebrate St. Patrick's Day, but Valentine's Day, don't let them forget Valentine's Day. That's why, it just pissed me off. But there is one thing that I don't like about St. Patrick's Day. It happened at school when I was, going to school, and I forgot to wear green, and people were just sitting over there pinching me, like it's Valentine's tradition. Like it's St. Patrick's Day tradition to pinch somebody when they're not wearing green. I get that, but sometimes I did wear green, and people just pinch me anyway, just to find an excuse, because a lot of times they didn't like me. I know there were some nice people in high school, but you know how it goes. I don't know. But I kind of forget their names anyway, so hell with it. But I think if there's any holiday that exists, it's a holiday that not all of us should be obligated to celebrate. Except for I think the only two holidays that we should be obligated to celebrate, well, especially that's only if you're Christian, are Thanksgiving, Easter, Christmas, of course, and New Year's Day. And I think that's about it. I think the only you should never, nobody should ever, I don't care if you're Catholic, I don't care what religion you are, nobody should be obligated to celebrate Valentine's Day. And my point was that everybody feels obligated to celebrate Valentine's Day, and they shouldn't. But I guess if you're Irish, you should feel obligated to celebrate St. Patrick's Day, because St. Patrick was the patron saint of your country. And I'm kind of excited to see St. Patrick's Day coming up, to see how people will act up over that 5 points. Especially some of the Irish people who just, they should, go drinking on that day just to celebrate the country of their ethnicity on St. Patrick's Day. But I don't, celebrate St. Patrick's Day mainly for the fights, but I had to see, a certain ethnicity of people come together. Well, we all should come together, but I think that every single ethnicity, white, black, Hindu, Latino, Asian, Middle Eastern, Native American, everybody should have a certain holiday in the Gregorian calendar, January through December, set out for them, and just for that ethnicity. But at the same time, I wish there was one global holiday that we could all celebrate at the same time. So I'm excited for St. Valentine's Day. I am so damn glad that let me repeat that. I am eager to see what's going to go on St. Patrick's Day in Columbia, because I don't know if anything's really going to happen in Lexington. They might have a little sale on, maybe at Party City, where they can, they can buy something there and, go to Columbia and celebrate whatever. I don't know. So maybe some people, there is a bar in Lexington, I guess some people who, especially those of Irish descent, can find some excuse to go down there and just drink. And just, chill out with their friends. But I am so damn glad that Valentine's Day is over. And the next holiday, I think, is President's Day, if I'm not mistaken. Which, that really doesn't mean a lot to me either. Because the only, well, okay, I'm just gonna put it out there. The only presidents I respect are Obama and my dead presidents, and Clinton, and to a certain Reagan's dead, but he is on the dollar bill. I grew up in Carter. Was born in Carter's era, just before he, got out of there and Reagan got in. So technically, I was kind of sort of a Reagan baby, but when I was born, Carter was still in. But that's all I want to say. I just thought I'd be a little nicer, leave the Grumpy Janitor persona in the back burner. But don't worry, next video he will return. And if you can't handle it, don't watch it. And I'm no longer gonna try to force any of my videos down anybody's throat. I'm not gonna spam this video. I'm just gonna leave this one out there, and any further videos out there, those who leave people a choice whether to watch it or not. I mean, even if I share it with you, you still have a choice on whether to click on them or not. A lot of people just send me videos and I don't even bother them because I don't have time to watch them. A lot of people just spam me useless videos. I'm not down with that. But anyway, you guys have a great day, and I love you all, and I hope you use that positive energy that you have, because I have a lot in me, and I have a lot of positive energy in me that anybody will ever know. And I think I'm gonna have a balance of positive videos and those free-floating hostility rants from now on, because there's a lot of stuff I have yet to talk about. And right now I just don't feel like talking about them right now, but I'll get to them. I certainly will. Love you all. Take care of yourselves. Enough said.